FlossTube. It's Karen with KB Studio.
And Jason, her husband.
So this is episode 30. It's also my 1-year FlossTube anniversary. Been doing this for a year. So thank you for watching. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I guess we'll get started.
To all of her FlossTube followers that are like, Jason needs to stay. Don't inflate her head about me anymore.
He should stay.
But I'm not planning on going anywhere because I kind of married her for a reason. Mm-hmm.
But you need to stay in the videos too. All right, so this was a start and a finish.
He's such a cute little corn cob. Look.
So this is Copy Corn by Fuzzy Fox Designs, and it's on 14 count off-white Aida. And this was a freebie. It's part of her produce sal, but for each section, she released one as a freebie as well. So that's one of the freebies.
I just realized. So I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it's yellow and white corn. Like it's a mixed corn.
Well, it's 2 colors of yellow.
Well, I used to sell produce.
Okay.
We would call it yellow and white corn.
Okay. Something new. I didn't know that.
It's a lighter yellow, yes, but...
Anyways, so I actually started stitching that for a Magical School of Stitches and Literature assignment. I needed some more green, so I started stitching that to finish up that assignment.
Just call it MSSL now.
No.
Yes! It's a mouthful. Magical School of Stitches and Literature. That is a mouthful.
It is
Mouseful, yes. But anyway, just MSSL. That's Magical School of Stitches and Literature. She wants to say it every video. I'll say MSSL from now on too.
Okay. So I'm doing a traditional Stitch Mania this year. 1 star each day for the first 19 days. So for day 1...
And I was gonna join her, but then stuff happened.
Anyways, so... yeah. So the first day...
Sorry.
The first day I did... I stitched my ATC for May. So I'm not showing that. It'll show up later.
What? We can't show it early.
I know. Day 2, I started stitching. This is the piece I've designed. So this is the only time you're going to get to see it before it's finished, which will be a while because it's going to fill most of this piece of cloth. It's the biggest piece I've designed. And it's on 18 count white Aida. And it's also going to use some fancy floss, some weak dye works. So that'll be fun to work with. A lot of it, well, probably 2/3 of it maybe not quite that much. Anyways, probably half of it is half stitch. So that'll be nice. That'll make it go quicker. But yeah, so I worked on that. Oh, and also before starting that out, I did a test stitch of a section. So that's another sneak peek. I just want to see how the colors work.
Show the other one, because that one's
well, this one
too.
I've shown before. So this is 2 of the fancy floss I'll be using. I feel like it's not zooming or focusing. Here. But anyways, so those kind of give you an idea of some parts of that piece. So I'm excited to work on that.
That glitters so beautifully in this light. Mm-hmm. Like as I do this, I'm sorry, I'm mesmerizing myself. This is for you guys.
So that's a Krynic, and then just DMC. So I'm excited to work on that piece. It's going to be a lot of work, but I will get it done. And then yesterday, I worked...
Started and finished.
I did. The Entwined Hearts Viscornio from Barbara at Keepsakes designed it for a Stitch Away 2013. But it's just a freebie at her store now. So, is that showing? Yes, that's showing. Don't hold that. Oh, and let's look at my notes. So this is just on a piece of 14 count navy blue Aida. And I used the floss that I hand dyed as well as DMC 23. So just some real pale colors to stand out against the blue.
It does look really nice.
I like how it turned out. So one of my goals for this year is to make a biscornio. So this is working towards that goal.
And it's all stitched, right? We now just need to cut it out and sew it.
Mm-hmm. I know Tiny Modernist has a tutorial on how to make them, so I'm gonna watch that before.
Oh, it
I try to
goes
do it.
over and under. That's cool.
It does.
Sorry.
So yeah, I stitched that yesterday.
It's like I see these for the first time in your videos.
So yeah, just one more time. And the back, she had a little bit of text in the middle. It said love and love, and then Stitch Away 2013, whatever year it was that I said.
Yeah,
but I just did the
2013.
corners, and I'll put a button in the middle or something. Okay.
So what's a biscornio for? Is it biscornio? Are we saying it right? Let us know if we're saying it right in the comments. If we're not, correct us, because that's what YouTube's for, right?
Exactly.
Anyway.
It's basically a decorative pin cushion, but most people just use it as decoration
Oh, okay.
and not as the pin cushion part.
Okay, it's just fluff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just fun.
I didn't know if it had like a purpose is not the word I'm looking for, but a purpose. Because I can't figure out the word I want.
So another thing I've worked on in the past few weeks, this was for extra credit from Magical School and Stitches, Magical School of Stitches and Literature.
MSSL.
And it is...
Missile. It's missile. That's what it is. It's missile. If we're going to use all these whips and FFOs, you can use MSSL or missile or whatever. But anyway, yes.
So it's The Three Wise Men by Marie Driscoll, Blackberry Lane design. And I'm stitching this on 28 count Ivory Joblin 1/1. And this is where I got to.
It's coming along real good.
I was going to use it for another extra credit.
Here, once I get this in, I'll hold it up for you.
So I should have had 500 more stitches, but doing it 1/1 and especially with all the color changes, it just took me too long to be able to get 500 more stitches for the second one. So, oh well, didn't get all the extra credit.
I really wish we could like focus this camera because this is like really pretty, but you can't see it.
That's all right. There will be a picture in my show notes if you feel so inclined to go look at it. A before and after picture where I was last time and where I am this time. And then also for Magical Stitches, I'm just going to shorten it.
That works. I'll go with it.
We had to work on our smallest piece on a whip list we had to post, which reminds me I need to update that. But I finished this bookmark. This is just my own design, just using up random threads. So I will create a design for it and release it as a freebie. But it was just fun to do. So that's fully finished.
Really pretty.
You got extra credit points if you fully finished it, but I don't think this considers as like it's fully finished, but I don't think it is worth the extra credit points because it was like framing or like making a flat fold. That's a lot more work than just cutting this out and pulling out some threads. It's not worth the extra credit.
Still finished it.
I did finish it, and I like it. I think it turned out really pretty.
So if anybody who watches this that's over Magical Stitches,
They don't watch it, I'm sure.
you never know.
They're busy people.
If you do watch Karen's FlossTube, or if you know someone who does, and you want to message them and say, hey, watch this FlossTube, that'd be great. But if you are watching, let her know if she can count it or not.
It's okay. It's all good. So now Jason, you're stitching.
I have stitching. I did a lot. More than I probably should have. So, because I've got to use all your show notes to make sure that I do it all. Okay, so, that's not what's on top.
That's he thought he'd worked on the piece, so I put it on the list, but he didn't work on it, so.
I worked on a lot of other stuff, so don't judge. Anyway, so the first one is Happy Halloween Night by Jardin Prive.
It's French. You can speak French.
Oh, Jardin Prive.
There you go. It has an accent, though. I don't know if that changes anything.
It should be Priva with the growl.
I don't know.
No, that is an accent. That's not a growl. Anyway, which she wanted in a giveaway from Snug Harbor Crafts, and I'm counting it. Whew, I can't read and speak at the same time. I can English today. I'm stitching it on 18 count hand-dyed Aida, and it's for Karen's stitch along. because it's
Silhouettes.
It's silhouettes, except for the ghost. But the ghost silhouette would be in white anyway. We'll call it that. Anyway, so it's a silhouette. So I'm stitching this.
It counts.
And
And for my birthday style, you can either do something that is a silhouette or fairy tale. Mm-hmm. But one thing he was like, where should I start it? I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. We started it too high. So we'll see how that works.
It'll finish fine. Sure. That's what I'm going to say.
We'll make it work.
The next thing that I started comes from Cross Stitcher magazine. You opened it so I can't read the issue. Oh, you wrote it? No, fine. Cross Stitcher, May 2019.
And the design's by Emma Congdon.
Mm-hmm. I can read.
Sorry.
It's Pineapple Perfection is the name of it. It's basically just a pincushion that looks like a pineapple. And I'm stitching it on 14 count yellow Aida. We have just like this scrap cloth that has some... Karen got it from something, and it already has some stitching on it.
I got it from a Facebook yard sale page.
But anyway, so I'm stitching it on the lower half of it, and that's as far as I got. It was part of my starts for
Stitch Mania.
Stitch Mania. It was what? The second? The first?
You started on the first.
Okay. So I started on that. I dropped something, so I got to pick it up. There you go. Today's the 4th? Yes, today's the 4th. So I started that on the 1st. The 2nd, I didn't start anything, did I? Because graduation at the college I work at was this week, and it was crazy, and I was exhausted.
And you went to the ER. No, not the other. Urgent care that day.
I was trying to not bring that up.
You think they're not going to notice the stitches on your head?
No, I don't think they're going to notice the stitches on my head. Even though I've been looking at you the whole time, which probably shows off the stitches really well. So, since I've started cross-stitching, I thought I would get stitches to match. And so we went to urgent care so I could get some decorative stitches. That's what happened. That's what I'm sticking to. No, okay, fine. So, I started Stitch Mania on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Thursday, her brother was having their baby blessed. And they have a dog he's a mutt. So, as like most mutts, he has a lot of energy that he releases in barking if he doesn't get walked. So I was like, you know what, I'll take him for a walk. The dog only has 2 speeds, stop and sniff and run. So I was like, okay, we'll run. Let's go. Let's get you completely worn out just to jog around the block. Well, a bee flew in front of the dog. The dog stopped to sniff it, and I was running. The dog stopped right in front of me, so I maneuvered my feet so I wouldn't hit the dog. Then I ended up just falling flat on my face and arm. And so I got really scratched up on my hand. You can probably see it there. There we go. Sorry if you're like not blood. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, yeah, I got road rash on my palm and on my arm, and I cut myself really bad here. Thankfully, my glasses didn't get scratched up or anything.
They were bent out of shape, but took them to the eye doctor and they fixed it.
Yeah. But the lenses is what I was worried about. Because, anyway. So, we went to urgent care. I got stitches. And so, day 2 of Stitch Mania, I didn't stitch anything because stuff happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, yesterday, if anyone on my Discords are watching, don't tell Mia. Don't tell Mia. So yesterday, one of my friends online, she went to the hospital because she was having contractions and she thought she was going to give birth because the baby is due right about now. It was a false alarm, but we started making a bunch of pirate jokes about it that, because, you know, her water's leaking and her water didn't fully break. So we were talking about leaking and like, time to jump ship, you know, so there was lots of yo-ho-y type speech going on about how the baby was about to jump ship. So I started stitching something for the baby that I'm thinking I'm going to make it into a pillow. And I'm actually going to try to do it. It comes from Card for Kids, Pirate by Cheryl McKinnon from Cross Stitcher April 2019. Once again, I can English today. It's on 14 count off-white Aida. Sorry. I'm an operatic person. That's why I say it.
What are you doing?
Showing the pattern.
Show it again. I showed it, but you can show it again.
Oh. Oh, you don't show the pattern on videos?
No.
Okay, sorry. Because I was legit about to show the pattern. Anyway, this is as far as I got. And then I lost the brown. I was working on... I'm not flipping you guys off, sorry. Okay. I was working on the brown for the treasure chest. And then I lost the brown that I cut. And I'm being stubborn because I have enough brown cut that I shouldn't need to cut anymore. So I don't want to cut anymore. So I'm sure nobody here has ever had that problem. Ever. So anyway... That's the stuff that I've started on. I'm trying to work on Stitch Mania. I'm not going to do full Stitch Mania because I don't need to have 19 projects going this year. Don't have a reason to do that many. Mm-hmm. But I think I counted and I have like 8.
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe 9 if we add this in. So I'm going to be doing like a pseudo-modified Stitch Mania. Just stitch more this month than I normally do. Stitch with Karen. Just do that kind of stuff.
All right, so haul. So I got some Happy Mail one day out of the blue. I was shocked. I got 2 packages. So actually, this is part of one of the packages.
Oh, yeah. Oh, these are super cute. Hold on. No, we got to show these off. Go get yours. Get yours out. Because these are cool.
So this is from Christina. She's one of my test stitchers. So she sent me one of the models she stitched. And then she sent us this cute thing. And it says, his and hers. And then I got the Minnie.
And I got the Mickey. But the cool thing is, if you turn them around, they've got these really cool backs too. Oh my goodness. This will not focus on these, but that's okay. They are just super cute. They're like little gemstones, but they're matching for his and hers type stuff. And I love it.
And he pointed out at the day we got it, I didn't realize it, but I was wearing a pink shirt this color, and he was wearing a blue shirt that color.
That's right. Like, they literally matched the shirts we were wearing when we opened them.
It was funny.
So, because it's like Karen's PJ shirt, and she had waited for me to get home because they said his and her. His and hers, because I can speak English. Anyway, so yes, that was really cool. Christina, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Christina. This literally made my day when I got home that night, because it was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was working, that week I worked like 51 hours.
I think it was 56.
No,
total.
it was 56. 54. No.
Something. Over 50 hours.
It was 54. It was 54 because I just did my timesheet, so I know what it is. It was 54 hours, and I was exhausted, and so getting that in the mail and then seeing Karen be super happy too made me happy, and so thank you. It was perfect timing, and it was lovely, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
We do. And she sent this cute card. Sheep. And she sent one of these things where you can, what's the word? Wind your bobbins. As well as some bobbins.
Still don't know how it works, but okay.
And it has this. So I actually have one of these that I got from my mother-in-law, but it didn't have this pin, so I couldn't get it to work. I was like trying to figure out how I could do something that would work for it, but now we have one with a pin. So it's perfect. What?
I'm stupid. You said I got one of these for my mother-in-law, and I was like, your mother-in-law? Who's your mother-in-law? I have really bad, I think I suffered brain damage. That's what I'm going with right now. That it's brain damage. It's not because I'm like that derpy, even though I am.
And she sent me these necklaces that are really pretty. Once again, not focusing. And I don't know if it'll focus.
Sorry, my face getting in the way is probably not working either.
So these are some scissor charms.
Yeah.
And these say made with love, plus there's a little egg charm. And then there's some sewing machine.
Singers, as a matter of
Singer
fact.
sewing machine charms.
Because they do say singer on them.
So those will be fun to use. So thank you again, Christina. We
I think
really
scissor
appreciate
fobs
it.
would be good for the sewing machines and the scissors.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yes, thank you so much. It was wonderful.
And then the same day, I got a package from Tifa, Express Life Tifa. So
once again, thank you, Tifa, as well.
So she made this really pretty card.
That's where this went to. I need to hold on to this. She also sent us this, which is the Prairie Schoolers.
I might say on the back.
model stitch on 18
Nope,
count black.
it doesn't say what
it doesn't say.
It's just a little bee
But it's just a little bee pattern, and I think I'm going to stitch it for my sister because she's really into bees. And my sister's not going to watch this video, so I'm not going to give a warning. But I'm just going to... And if you are watching now, please stop. It's coming for Christmas. You'll be okay. You'll probably...
She's getting ready to start her master's program. I don't
Yeah, she's not going to watch this. Anyway, so I'm thinking I'm going to stitch this and then just turn it into a magnet. Because that would be... I think that's a good magnet size.
And she sent me just some Ada. And this was my favorite, I think. This pretty necklace. It's a fairy door.
That opens because it's a locket.
It does open.
It's really cool.
So, I love that necklace. It's so pretty.
And then a magazine or book.
Yeah,
Is this a magazine or book?
Yeah, it's a magazine. Just cross-stitch.
Oh, yeah. April 2018, yeah.
So, is there anything else?
I think that's it. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, so that's it. So thank you, Tita.
And then it came in this beautiful packaging.
So.
Didn't have to show it.
Yes, I did. It's pretty.
Silly. Okay, fine. I was being silly.
We also got some cross-stitch magazines. So one of them was this one, Cross Stitcher May 2019.
Which is where I'm stitching the pineapple from.
And that was the free pattern that went with that free kit. And then we got Cross Stitch Crazy.
I think this one has some cute stuff in it that we wanted to use too.
Yeah. All the magazines have cute stuff that we want to use.
Oh yeah, I was going to do one of them, but then I'm not anymore.
Okay. Cool.
Because you're doing something for your brother.
Oh.
The brother whose baby we were blessing when I ran the dog and hugged the concrete. Yeah. That's cool.
Alright, I'm going to show this. So, and then I got this old frame from my family. So this is what I'm going to... What?
Is that for the memorial piece?
Yeah. So that's the piece I started stitching that's going to be really big. So.
The one I held up that just had like the little bit in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's the frame for it. It doesn't have anything that holds the back in though, so I'm going to have to figure something out for that. But if you have any ideas on how to do that, I feel like there's ways you can do it.
Super glue.
But something I need to put this back on there. And then I also got, like, this is a lot of haul, right? But it's like Happy Mail haul mostly. I got this super cute ATC.
It is super, super cute. I love it. Oh, it stopped recording.
It's almost gone. Okay. Yep. So, and she sent this really pretty card, and I was just, it's so cute. So cute. And let's see, what else? Oh, and then I had a doctor's appointment 45 minutes away, and that's near my LNS. So I...
LNS?
Local needlework store.
Ah.
And it's called Cross Stitch Station. So I was looking for a yellow to use on that memorial piece, that piece I started stitching. So I bought these three. These two are the same, and this is the one I'm going to go with. But I bought this one as a possibility too. And these are all Weeks Dye Works. So these ones are Lemonade. And this one is Banana Popsicle. And then I also bought one of the colors I need for Olivia Ochre Leaf by Silver Creek Samplers, I believe. Yeah. So I'm not going to use all of the fancy floss on it, but I do want to use some of the colors. So I got one of those. I'm trying to hurry because we're running out of room on my phone. I also made some owl pendants.
Super cute.
So what I do is I paint the bellies, the gem part, with nail polish, and then I glue them in. So I've been selling these to Sugar Maple Trading Company, which is a store in the next town over. So yeah. But if anyone's interested in one, I'm willing to sell them to other people. It's just she buys them, so it's an easy source.
So if you're interested in them, just message us somehow. She has her ways. Comment on the video.
I have all my contact information down below.
Yeah.
As well.
That looks like everything. Never mind. There's a back to the page this time.
So shout outs. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who watches and supports me. I really appreciate it. And I feel like this time as my FlossTube anniversary is a good time to say that. So thank you. But then I also want to say thank you to Hibernation Stitcher, Angie, because she joined my birthday sale. And she's doing this really cool silhouette sort of thing of R2-D2, but then like part of it is like the silhouette is made up of like the Death Star, and I don't know, it's really cool.
It's the final scene from episode 6 where the Death Star is hanging in the sky over the moon that I can't remember, with the Ewoks in the front, and it's a silhouette of it all. But like the Death Star forms the top of R2-D2, and it's just the trees make up. Anyway, it's really, really neat. It's a really cool pattern. It
is a really cool pattern. And then just a short life update. I did go to my doctor, my gastrointestinal doctor, and I have lost 25 pounds out of the 50 she wants me to lose. So I'm halfway there, because she said 50 pounds in 6 months, and it's been 3 months, and I've lost 25. So yay, 25 more to go. She also did blood work, and the levels in my liver are now good, so hopefully it's healing. And yeah, I think that's all.
And I've lost a little bit of weight. I'm not going to say how much because I'm not sure exactly how much it's been. It's almost 20 pounds, but I've lost weight too.
And that's good. We need to.
Yes.
But get healthy, right? So that's all for us today. We hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
Sorry for the craziness.
Bye.
Have a good one.